I came from here and then I did all these things, but I was able to do all these things with this mindset of I am able, I can, and then having people who remind me.
Oh, Black woman, you are so beautiful and strong. Even on the days where life's woes try to beat you down and make you feel otherwise, you're still unmatched.
Twerking for me is a very spiritual and also a very grounding experience. And it brings me a lot of joy. And even though as a young girl, like when I was 14 and I first started dancing, a lot of people saw twerking and my body being big and was like, don't do that shit. I just felt like a familiarity with it that I didn't feel when I was training in ballet or tap. I transitioned into yoga because I felt like I needed to be more mindful in life. The conscious breathing, or pranayama as we call it, in yoga was something that helped me to unlock those places in myself that was just stuck on pleasing other people and not really thinking about what's good for me. Sarah Bartman and her body being put on display in that way, in so many ways reflects my own experience. And as a performer, there is this really fine line, right, between being an object and being the subject. If I'm strong enough in myself to set an intention, which is something I learned in yoga, to say, this is what this performance is, I am the subject of this thing, and you all will see me as the subject of this thing and not the object. Now, the difference between that mindfulness in myself and Sarah is that she didn't have a choice. There's a quote from Maya Angelou poem that says, I'm the hope and the dream of the slave, right? I feel like I'm the hope and dream of her. If she had a choice, that she would be a representation of myself. And so I feel like I helped to carry her legacy by being who she is in a different time and space and frame. The simple fact that I'm mindful of that is what makes me so powerful, right? It's what makes my movement so powerful. It's what makes the impact that I have in relation or, in connection to her so powerful, because I wouldn't be who I am right now if it wasn't for her. So the liberation is in the choice and in how I decide to display my body for other people. I believe that a part of my purpose is to empower people to know that they always have a choice, which means always reminding myself that I have a choice. And always keeping people around me who remind me that I always have a choice. I think there's just so much power in community. I think we miss that part. I think we're just always supposed to, we're not always gonna be on all the time, because I'm not always on all the time. But we have to have people around us who are on, and the on being aware, not performing for us. People who remind us who we are at the core of ourselves. The same experiences that we're going through feeling like we can't, yeah, your ancestors had the same thing, but you know what? They finished the race. They finished the race and they passed it to you. So since they finished and passed it to you, you can go ahead and finish and pass it to somebody else. So that I just feel like my purpose is to show people it's possible.